All right, thank you for joining us again. Now we are going to get started with our nest excavation. So I'm going to hand the phone off to one of our other staff members who's going to film a portion of this and kind of show you all what we're doing as we're digging up this nest. All right, thank you guys so much. Just want everybody to just be conscious of everyone around you. It is kind of hard to see this, so if you've got little kids that want to come and sit right up on the tape, we welcome that. But our staff is going to get started on excavating this nest. So essentially, sea turtle eggs, they incubate for about 50 to 60 days. So this sea turtle laid this nest on July 13th, and then last Tuesday night is when we saw the first signs of hatching. So we had hatchlings come out. If you guys saw our Facebook, we had some video of the hatchlings crawling out. So typically we do wait about 7 days before we start to dig into the nest to see how much we had hatch out, the success of that, and then we're also counting everything and doing inventory. So this is going to be a little informal. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shout them out, but I'm just going to start talking facts about sea turtle nesting.
Whenever they get to the eggs, I'll show you guys.
We believe this is a loggerhead sea turtle that came up and laid this nest. Loggerheads are the species that we do typically see nesting here in Mississippi, though nesting is quite rare on the mainland. Everyone behind me, if I'm blocking your view, please let me know, and I'll scoot down a little bit so you all can see. But we are going to have staff members that will bring things around to show you all of what we are pulling out here.
As you can see, they're going pretty deep.
It is possible that we may
already have one egg.
So I do want to give that disclaimer to everybody. This is a natural process. Sometimes not everything makes it. But on occasion, we do have some live hatchlings in there as well. So staff is starting to pull out. You'll see some shells and some unhatched eggs. And we'll bring those around to kind of show everybody a little bit more. Everything gets reburied in the egg chamber. So this serves as nourishment for the beach here. So everything comes full circle as far as nesting goes. Okay, that's a great question. She just asked, what time did these sea turtles hatch? So we saw them come out about 9 o'clock at night. So sea turtles will typically wait for the sun to go down. It's safer for them. There's less predators around at night, and they will start making their way to the water. So we were down here making sure that they made it safely that night. But we do typically see it at nighttime.
Hold this right there. Just so y'all can tell, this is one that hasn't hatched.
We can have
and these are some that are hatched.
What the sea turtle hatchlings will do is they are looking for the reflection of the moon off the water. And that's going to direct them on which area to crawl towards. So you may have noticed we have that black fencing up around. There's a lot of artificial lighting here. So that's something that sea turtles face pretty much all over. If they see artificial lights, they don't know the difference, and they're going to crawl the wrong direction. So we put that fencing up to help direct them towards the water.
And we do have a live one. Yes. That's the live one.
Okay, so everybody saw that we do have a live turtle. Which is very exciting to see. But she did ask if sea turtles face a lot of problems when they're crawling out, trying to get to the water. So yes. So there are different animals that will try to come after those sea turtles. So we sometimes see birds, crabs, other things like that are going to try to eat them, unfortunately. And the estimates are so low for survival for sea turtles. It's about 1 in 1,000 hatchlings is going to make it to be an adult. And that's because they have to survive up to adulthood. Some of these sea turtles don't mature until they're about 30 years old. No, we will actually be releasing any live ones here today. So they'll be crawling back to the water today. And we're giving them the best chance possible. That's why actually we did this later on in the day, so that we're closer to sundown and they have a better chance of survival as they crawl the water. Yep. Number of eggs per nest is typically about 100 to 150 eggs. So we will get a count here once we pull everything out. Turtle eggs are going to incubate for about 50 to 60 days. But this nest did actually hatch a few days early, so we weren't anticipating that happening. But an interesting fact about when they incubate, the temperature is going to determine whether or not they become male or female. So a quick way I've always learned how to memorize that is hot chicks, cool dudes. So the warmer the temperatures are, it's going to produce more females. The cooler the temperatures, it's going to produce more males. So at 45 days, we start watching. That's typically around the time where you're going to want to watch closely. And you'll see a depression in the sand. So when these eggs hatch, you think about it, the nest is shaped like an upside down light bulb. So when they come out of those shells, it's going to decrease those air pockets and it's going to cause the sand to collapse down. So that helps them also crawl out too because it loosens the sand up. That's a really good question.
And these are all the little live hatchlings.
So Mississippi, we do not see as big nesting numbers as other states like Florida. We do have nesting on the barrier islands. So
there's 11 in here right now.
And Petty Boy, you do see a little bit more nesting. Last year we had one nest in Pass Christian, and unfortunately those eggs were not viable. Prior to that, it was 2018. So it is pretty rare here on the coast for us to see it, but it's a very encouraging sign for us that these turtles and all the restoration projects that both DEQ, Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, everybody that is working so hard to conserve the coast here and is so passionate about conservation work here is working very hard, and we're seeing some success.
The way that we are counting how many have hatched, we're bundling them in groups of 5.
It may go down to about,
so you can see we have a lot of groups right now, and we are still pulling some out. And y'all can see the nest is going still pretty deep. No, he's not.
all right, so
the final count, 12.
All right, so we had a very great hatch. So we had 84 turtles that hatched out. We had 8 that did not make it, and then we have about 4 eggs that we need to open up. But we do actually have 12 live hatchlings from inside this nest. It's very exciting.
Just so y'all can see how big this little hatchling is. Thank you.
What they're looking for are floating massive sargassum, or those act as little microhabitats.
Trying to get the not in the sun.
Barrier here again. Your turn.
Alright. I'll get someone. Did you get your picture taken? Yeah, I think so. Did you get pictures on your?
And now we are gonna go down the beach a little bit to watch them crawl back into the water. Oh.
Okay, come here.
They're slowly but surely coming down the beach. You're going that way. You're going.
He's like,
We're just waiting for him to get into the water.
Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it.
Needs to go out.
I can see him. Whoa, be careful. Be careful.
Go that way, go that way. Nope, nope, nope. Thank you.
Sit here and watch. Look, here comes one bug.
This makes number 4. No, he's got to do it himself. Okay. I just don't want him to go straight into that. We got some more coming. This is number 5. We got a couple more coming down. We have a couple more, 5 more.
Yeah, I know.
Look, the turtles are coming.
Do you want to say hi?
Bye-bye, baby turtle.
He's coming. He's coming. Take him and walk him out with this one.
You came in.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Thank you so much for tuning in for our sea turtle release. We hope you all enjoyed and have a great